Welcome guys back, my name is Senki from Digislots and today we talk about EX07, Zephagamon or Cendrillmon. Who's better? We will see and find out in this video. But first, right, left, hit button, thumbs up button for more awesome content and subscribe for free because we're on my way to 1850 subscriber and we are not at One Piece, we are at Digimon, guys. Yes, thank you for this noticing. We do a giveaway, as I mentioned in the 1130 subscriber we hit it, so we do a giveaway. We give away one of the new Zephagamon or one of the new Cendrillmon starter decks to you guys, and I have some leftovers as well, some TP stuff, promos, everything. I catch them up. I have a little bit more thrown into a package and with the starter deck as well, and send it to you guys. All you need to do is comment your favorite EX07 card into the comments and let me know what type of deck you're playing, if Zephagamon or Cendrillmon, or if the lists are accurate to you, or we can change something. And let's go into this nice deck profile. Okay guys, we are right now at the deck profile from Zephagamon. Other people play other ratios, other people play level 4, other people play other shoutouts, other people play other level 7s. I think this one is pretty recent to play. You can test it and find out. I think the Fluffymon is one of the best because when taking once per turn, you might spend them on other Digimon with as much or less DP than this Digimon, and if you have your level 6 out, it's really strong since we playing the Petrol monster giving us 2000 DP buff, so it's really strong. This Cendrillmon is from EX07. You turn this Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon card with aiming bird. It reduces the cost by 1. And all turns when you delete something battle, you gain more memory, what is pretty cool. This Cendrillmon is the promo that really is expensive because there is a tamer out as well that you can play out the Shoto. I don't play him to suspend something, I just play him to get the 2000 TP plus. And this Cendrillmon is revealed the top 3 cards of the deck at 1 alien or bird card. One card with Vortex or Liberator trade among them. It's always a 2-hitter. So yes. Then we playing the Digimon promo. This one got reprints for top 4 and stuff, so it's not that quite expensive. When Digivolving by suspending one Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 2000 until the end of your bonus turn. Your turn while you have Shoto, this Digimon gains piercing, and as well you get the 2000 DP bonus from him. I played the Digimon from EX07 because I think it's better when Digivolving if you have one of your tamers. So if you don't play Shoto once times, you can play it twice. If you evolve twice into a Digimon, then you can play one out. And when the Digimon deletes something battle, you gain more memory. So I'm honestly thinking gain 1 and deleting something with higher DP is the strat for this deck. And then we playing level 5's Grand Digimon. It has the Vortex ability. At the end of the turn, if this Digimon might take an opponent's Digimon with this effect, it can attack the turn it was played. This is the Vortex ability, so aggression when you cannot attack is really strong for the deck. As I said in my other tier list, I think the Vortex is like really more compatible in the meta than every other stuff. And when Digimon, you might suspend one Digimon. If this effect suspend your Digimon, this Digimon isn't affected by the effect of your opponent's Digimon until the end of the turn. You have a little bit of protection in the deck as well, what's really important. And when this Digimon attacks your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon might unsuspend as inherited is really strong as well. Some people play one Agromon as well. I didn't find a spot here, so that's the reason why I played Rapidmon. I think Rapidmon is better because the Digivolve 1 and one of your opponent's Digimon, then you have a green tamer. You play Shoto on your deck. Until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's effects cannot delete this Digimon or return to hand or deck. Deleting and hand or deck is okay. This is in the meta right now. DP reduction we don't have this much, so the Rapidmon has a really good spotlight here, and I think it's really strong. And also when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, treasure top card of this huge deck is really strong as well. It's like you swing with Vortex, delete something, gain memory back, it's your turn, then trash something. It's really strong. And that's the reason why it has a spot here, as well as the Cendrillmon Ace. It's really strong. You can play Defixmon if you want to as a flex spot, but I think just to have Imperialmon as a hand counter effect to have more pressure is really strong. Since we get so much DP, it's such a beefy Digimon with 18 or till 20,000 DP. It's really strong. We're playing 3 times the Zephagamon EX07. It has security +1 and Vortex ability. When Digivolving, when attacking, suspend one Digimon. If this effect, suspend your Digimon, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. It's really strong. And the rule, it has Bird Dragon as a type, so you can search it out as well. This one has Bird Dragon type as well. It has Vortex's ability, is the starter deck one. When Digivolving, suspend one Digimon, then unsuspend one Digimon. All turn once per turn, when any Digimon suspend for the turn, this Digimon isn't affected by the effects of the opponent Digimon and gets 3000 DP. So as well, you can hard play Vortex to swing for game, as it's the same effect as in Hunters, where you can swing at the end if you have something out, as gains Vortex as well, and I think that's strong. Some people play this only as 2 and this as 4 of. You can choose your stuff. That's the reason why I have it on for free. I want to have a memory tamer. Some people don't play, but I think memory tamer are really good, because then you get choked out and have problems in the meta, because this meta is really fast. It's the reason why I say you need memory tamer. When any of your Digimon attack your opponent's Digimon by suspending this tamer, you might change the target to another of your opponent Digimon or player. What is really cool as an effect, and you play this out as security. And this Shoto everybody hates because of the multi combination, but it's the main card in the deck. Start off your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon, game or memory is really good, so you cannot get choked to 1 if it has a Digimon on board. What's the main reason is, end of turn, by suspending this tamer, one of your Digimon gains piercing and blocker until the next of your opponent's turn, and it has Vortex Thread unsuspended. What's really strong, if you're unsuspended, having a lot of DP under it, it's a beefy Digimon to get over it. You're playing 1 HPD, you can cut if you want to this tamer on free and cut out the Imperial if you don't like to, and play the Shoto that plays out the Vortex cards that he plays out. Give me a second. It's not this one, it's this one. You play 1 Petromon from your hand before playing the cost, and you turn once per turn when one of your Digimon digivolves, you gain 1 memory back. It's really good as well. You can play him as well, but I don't think it's that quite. It is good, but the deck space is tight. But you can play 3/2/2 if you want to. 1 HPD, one of the strongest cards while we're not playing it. 4 of the agility training, 2 of the Digimon Liberator card, the promo, where you have a Digimon with the Liberator threat, and we have that. You can ignore the color requirements within the top 3 cards of the deck, add 1 card with the Liberator threat among them to the hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then you might play 1 card with Liberator threat for play cost 3 or less from your hand. And the tamers are as well. Maybe you want them to play more tamers that you can play out them, but we play the game on that play out our tamer for ourselves, and we're not spamming out that much. Green memory boost, just as the game on theme. This looks really cool. And 2 of the Anoi and Brands. Suspend 1 Digimon. If this effect suspend your Digimon, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck, then unsuspend 1 Digimon. It's really strong. As I mentioned as well in my tier list, I think this card makes this deck really good. And as security, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. It's like really strong. And I think this compares to the deck. I think it's really strong and cool to have the green deck running around again. And now we go to the other side, to Cendrillmon. Okay guys, we are right now at the Shushamon deck profile. We're playing 4 of the Kirarumon, saying when attacking, if you have another Digimon, you draw 1 card. Since we are spawning Digimon in this deck, this card is really good. We draw an additional card. I like the Pawn Chessman deck. It is blocker, it blocks you something, and on deletion you can swing with it into your opponents, or when it get blocked. By touching 1 card in your hand with the puppet threat, or nearly all cards are puppets, in your hand you draw 2 cards, what is really nice for the deck as well, to have some draw power to find your combos, because you are an evolution deck. Shushamon, your turn. When it would Digimon with a Digimon with puppet, you reduce the cost by 1, is really good, and all of your security Digimon minus 3000. So green got DP boost, and this one makes a minus of the Digimon. Unfortunately, this would be like better, but it does on security, so you're surviving the swings. The Shushamon promo, on play, one of your Demon gets minus 1 security attack until the end of the turn. When attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Demon gets minus 2000 DP for a turn. This one is quite better because you get minus effects, but this one Shushumon you have one more because of the reduction effect, then you can evolve higher up. It's really strong. Then we're playing the Shushumon from the starter deck with the top 3 cards because it's our searcher with the Puppet threat and one with the Liberator threat. You can search, and this makes as an inherited effect as well minus 3000 DP on the other Digimon, what is really cool. One Kazamon to finish the game for swing for hybrid is really as important as well for the deck. Then we got Shushumon. This one is the promo from EX07 for the box toppers. So Digivolving, it is an enormous set, but this artwork. When Digivolving, if you have one of your Tamers, you might play one Arisa from your hand, and all of your opponent's security gets minus 3000 as well. This as well is the same as the Gamon, helps us to set up our Tamer, what is really strong. Then we got the Shushumon promo. Until the end of your opponent's turn of their Digimon can attack against -1 security is really strong. It is as well as the Beowulfmon that it can't unsuspend, but it can unsuspend. So sadly you cannot attack over, but the effect is really cool. And you tell why you have Arisa, this Digimon gains jamming, what is really nice for the check, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP on the turn, so the promo's giving the minus 2000 just to let you know. And then we're playing the Shushumon from the starter deck as well. It's a security effect. You might play one card with Liberator threat, and the play cost from 4 less from your treasure hand. You can play it, and has Overclock. Overclock ability is at the end of your turn by deleting one of your tokens other than or other puppet threat Digimon. Usually you might attack a player without suspension, what is really cool, and this makes security minus 3000 as well. We're playing the Rapidmon in the deck. No, this one is wrong, right? Yeah, this one is wrong. This one is from the other deck. I'm really sorry about that one. I don't know how it got there. We played the Cheppermon 2 times. I'm really sorry about that one. The Rapidmon spawns there. We play 4 times the Cheppermon from EX07 because it has the Overclock mechanic, what is really strong. And when Digivolving, you play more. This Rapidmon makes me funny. And when Digivolving, you might play one level 3 Digimon card with the Puppet threat from your hand without playing the cost, what is really strong. So you can play out the Shushumon again. I recognize playing the search because then you can search out again for your deck. It's really strong. And it's inherited auto once per turn when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effect by hitting one of your tokens. It doesn't leave, so you prevent that. It's really strong. This card is the reason why you play the 4 off. At the 2 off, you play the Cheppermon starter deck. On play, when Digimon, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. If there are 3 or more Digimon, it further gets minus 3000 DP. And all turns, once per turn, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, you have the protection effect as well. So as level 5 protection is really strong. And you can play here the Cherubimon. I think I thought about Cherubimon, that's the reason why I put Cherubimon in there. But you play the Cherubimon in there, it's really strong. You have alliance with it. And on play, when you're evolving, you might play one green or yellow level 4 low Digimon card from your hand for playing the cost. Then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of the Digimon gets minus 4000 for each of your Digimon. And since you have the mechanic to play a lot of stuff out from your deck in the Digivolving progress, that's the reason why you can always do minus 12, minus 15,000 on the Digimon, what is really strong as an ace. Then we're playing 3 times the Cendrillmon from EX06. It has Overclock and start of your main phase with Digivolving. You might play one familiar token on the Legion. One of your opponent's Digimon minor gets minus 3000 for the turn, and when attacking, one of your Digimon gets minus 6000 DP for the turn. So this one spawns stuff, and opponents gets punished by minus 6000. It's really strong. So minus 6, 8, 10 you can do when you're attacking. When you have the Shushumon and the Shumon promos under it, is really good. And we're playing 1 time the other Cendrillmon. This one says our stuff gets blocker, and you might play 2 familiar tokens as on the board, and on the Legion you get minus 3000 if they're dying. So it's really strong if you can block with them, minus 3000. It's really strong. Then we're playing 2 of the Cendrillmon bursts. On play, you might play a Tamer card from your hand before playing the cost, and one of your opponents gets minus 4000 for each of your Tamers on the board. Is really strong when attacking, versus spending 2 of your little Tamers. This gains +1 security, is strong as well. We're playing 2 times the Vortex Resonance. You reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the Liberator trait among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then one of your Digimon might Digivolve into a Digimon card with a hand cost evolution reduced by 4, is really strong. 3 cost, sadly not 2, would be really strong with the 2 cost. And security, you might play 1 card with the Liberator threat and a play cost of 4 less from your hand. All trash without playing the cost, and then add this card to hand is strong as well. For a beginner check, it's really annoying to have that one in the security. So since we have the security Digimon here 2 times, 4 times, you playing 2 times yellow memory boost, 4 times physical. You can cut the memory boost if you want to play something offensive like with option cards. Buy one spell for something else. You can play as well the option card for each color you make minus, but the problem is, guys, you have only yellow. Only Pawn, Chessmon, and Cendrillmon Ace will benefit for it. So Violence Breath it is as a card. You're playing 4 times the physical training to get higher up in the evolving and search more stuff out. You play 4 times the Arisal, start off your main phase to gain more memory if your opponent has a Digimon. When one of your other tokens, puppets, threat Digimon are deleted by the spell in December, you might play 1 level 3 card with the puppet threat on your hand without playing the cost. Is really strong. On play, you might play 1 Shushamon from your hand before playing the cost. When one of your Digimon evolves into a Digimon with puppet threat by suspending this hammer, gain 1 memory, so reducing as more. It's gaining 1 memory, yes, not reducing, so you have the reducing effect from the Shushamon, and here you can go for free into a level 4, and then for free cost into a level 5. Is really strong as well and can play out stuff and such stuff. I think this deck is really cool. I think the Vortex deck is kind of a bit stronger because it has more aggression to do more on board. This one has more if it is strong, if it has more setup, but you need to get into the setup phase. And Zephagamon hurts this deck really well because you're spamming level 3s and puppet level 3 tokens on the board, and that's the reason I think Vortex is the winner here. But let me know in the comment section down below what you're thinking, guys. Thank you as always for watching. Stay healthy, you're Senki, I'm out, have a nice EX07 experience, bye. And at the end, shout out to memberships for Champion Highest Rank, ADF Wolf, thank you very much for supporting the channel, and always stay super!